Alright, guys, we are live again. It's been a while since I've gone live, I'm not going to lie. It's been quite a while. Last time I went live was around 20 days ago, I believe. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks. But we are live now. I do apologise for not going live that much, but if you guys have seen the video I posted on the Discord server, you'd understand why. I haven't been doing so great mentally, at least. But yeah, we're here now. We're streaming, so it is what it is. The Grey Corporal, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day so far. We're just doing one of these random streams that I do occasionally. But like I mentioned earlier, I have been slacking. Glad to see you, man. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm not doing that great, mentally speaking. But I'm all right for the most part. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day so far. But yeah, we're just chilling on the stream. I'm all right. That's good. That's good. Zyphos, what's up, man? Let me check this music, see if it's too loud or not. 1 second. All right, I think. Okay, the music isn't too loud. Cool. All right, that's good to know. Yo, how's it going? It's going all right. Mego TV. Hope you're having a good day. Just reposted one of my films. Nice. Plastic Hell, long time no see. How are you, mate? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not too great mentally speaking. If you guys have seen the video I posted in the Discord server, I'm still considering whether I should make that public or not. I was going to, but yeah, I've kind of stalled on that. It's nothing serious, but yeah, I'm just not that great. I'm having a good day, thanks. Nice. It's good to hear. It is good to hear. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay. People go through rough patches, mentally speaking. So, I mean, I'll probably grow out of it eventually, but yeah. All right. Yeah, so if you guys haven't joined these streams before, we most of the time just do random stuff, whether that be looking through people's videos or just talking about random things. That's typically what we end up doing around here. Still upset because I ordered a Matchbox clones and all of my favorite poses was missing. Oh my god. Yeah, that's very unfortunate, man. That's one thing I hate about ordering Army Men. Sometimes you just get the poses that you don't want, and you end up with a bunch of boring poses. What can you do? What can You do. What you doing? I'm just sitting in my chair looking at my PC screen. That's really it. Was it a 200-piece bucket or something? Yeah, I actually bought that a few years ago. Well, something similar to it, at least. It was a decent set. Sorry, man. It's all good. It's all good. You planning on making anything for this year's Toymation Fest with all the stuff that's going on in your life right now? I would like to join in with the Toymation Fest, but I have no room in my house to film much Halo stuff. I usually have a clay setup where I do all of my toy warfare type videos and the Halo videos, but yeah, we moved house and I don't really have anywhere to film any Halo stuff. I did film a Halo stop motion not long ago, a few days ago now, or a week ago, I can't remember. And that was filmed in very limited space. It was literally like one base plate, and that was it. So, yeah, mentally speaking as well, I'm not very motivated at the moment. And yeah, there isn't much space. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. We'll see. We will see what happens. I do have a small shed in the garden, so I'm thinking maybe I could convert that into a small stop motion studio, but we'll see what happens. That'd require me to clean it out because it's full of spiders and cobwebs and stuff. So to ask a personal question, you've been spending time with your family? Yeah, I've been spending time with family, but I don't really speak to them about mental health stuff often. I don't really want them worrying. But I'm going to be speaking to a what's it called? Like a psychiatrist. Is that the right word for it? So maybe they can help me out. Because if I do it more, you wouldn't feel that you're not alone. Mental health get a lot more worse. Yeah, I have been recommended to speak to family, but I think for now I'll probably just speak to a therapist. Yeah, therapist. There you go. Yeah, and see how that goes. Ballistic Regiment, what's up, man? I hope you're having a good day. We're just chilling on the stream. I haven't done a stream for around 20 days now, I believe. So it's been quite a while. But we're alive. And yeah, it's been all right. I woke up at 2 p.m. Oh my God. Yeah, that's quite late. I woke up at around 10 o'clock in the morning, I think. So it's not that early. But yep, my sleep schedule is horrid. Yeah, I've been there a lot of times, man. It's not easy to get your sleep pattern your schedule fixed. One thing I've done to help is, it's very hard to do this, but just stay awake the entire day. Don't go to sleep. So if you're waking up at 2 p.m., stay awake for, I'd say, 30 hours and then go to sleep. And then you'll fall asleep at around, what would that be? Around 8 p.m. And then that should help you fix your sleep pattern. It's very difficult to do, but that's one way I've found to fix my sleep pattern when it's destroyed. When I was a kid, my birthday cake's design has literally to me. And I can't use it because it's so dirty and the stick is literally stuck in his legs. It just won't come off. What a waste. Do you have Timmy, sir? I don't have any Timmy army men. How do you even fix your sleep schedule? I've tried it. I tried all that, staying up the entire day and still nothing. Yeah, I think it just depends on the person as well. For me, it works. Well, it has worked. But yeah, the sleep pattern thing isn't that easy to fix. Tried doing that a lot of times, but I failed miserably and just stay up another night. Yeah, it doesn't always work for everyone, but it can do. Set alarms, I guess. Yeah, there is also that. You can just set alarms and just survive the day on a few hours sleep. That does also work, at least in my experience. Yeah, it's very difficult to wake up, I won't lie, but yeah, that can help. Once you start getting used to waking up at a certain time, your body clock resets. Wake me up, but I'm just too lazy to get up. Yeah, see, that's an issue. If you want to fix your sleep pattern, you've got to be willing to fix it. And sometimes that requires waking up very early. Yeah, exercise, that could also work. If you do a load of exercise throughout the day and you force your body to get tired, then it is that. I hate waking up early. Yeah, same here, man. I don't like waking up early. Like, regardless of how much sleep I get, if I wake up at like 8 or 9 in the morning, I feel like I haven't slept at all. Which is really weird, because I usually wake up around 10. And even if I get 6 or 5 hours of sleep, if I wake up at 10, I feel mostly okay. But if I get 10 hours of sleep and I wake up at 8 in the morning, I feel like crap. So it makes no sense, but yeah. Alarms are literally Jill Sargent yelling. I'll tell my parents what I got because of it. It's an interesting alarm. I'm more than willing. I joined the labour force in a year and a half after all. I can't have no choice. Yeah, exactly. If you're doing any sort of like trade work or anything, you've got to wake up early. I mean, I did. I was an electrician's mate for about a year with my dad, and we had to wake up fairly early. And even after a whole year of getting used to waking up early, I still felt bad when I woke up. So yeah, some people just aren't built to wake up early, I guess. I wake up for school. I guess that means yeah. The time I wake up early is like 5, 7. Yeah, exactly. It's just some people work differently. Some are used to waking up at different times. Once you get older, it's more okay. You can just find a job where you work in the evening or at night time. Yeah, they're not that easy to come across, I'm not going to lie, but you can find them. Woke up at 3 a.m. and saw mum sleepwalking. Yeah, it's not often you see that kind of stuff. My dad sleepwalks occasionally. I just hate waking up early, and that's coming from a future teacher. Imagine that. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that one, man. It's not easy waking up early. It really isn't. Depending on the type of person you are. The thing I don't get is, my dad, he goes to work very early. He sometimes starts work at like 4 in the morning because he works at an airport as an electrician. And he can wake up at any time and feel absolutely fine. But I can't wake up any time before 9, otherwise I feel like trash. So those waking up early genes definitely didn't pass down to me, that's for sure. My dad said I woke up at 5 a.m. once, stared at him for a minute and fell back asleep. That's a random story. Yeah, that's gonna, if you're becoming a future teacher, then it's gonna be a tough one. Waking up in the morning. The Greenhouse Angry Trooper Show. Angry Trooper Show is doing okay from what I understand. We do talk occasionally on Discord, and he's doing okay. It's nothing to worry about, I don't think. Dad's just built different, yeah. Yeah, he goes to work on like 6 hours sleep as well. Even less than that, 5 hours sleep. I don't know how the hell he does it, but yeah, he does somehow. There you go, as a teacher, alright, class, we have done everything and I'm tired as shit. Right now, so I'll play a movie. Yeah. That'd be a cool teacher. Munch artist, what's up, man? That would literally be me, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could go into teaching. Kids are too chaotic. Probably takes a lot to not get pissed off at the kids when they're being bad. Well, I guess if you're working in like a college or something, you don't have to worry about that as much. Don't know if you remember, but I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, okay? Yep, that's fine. You can ask me any questions you want to. You do not sound British. You speak like British plus American. Yeah, I think that's because my accent isn't like. When you think about a British accent, you think about the most stereotypical accent. So, yeah, my accent's kind of a hybrid of multiple different areas. So it's not very stereotypical sounding. I can get how some people mistake me for American or Australian or Canadian. I've had people mistake me as those before. Because yeah, it definitely isn't a stereotypical sounding accent, that's for sure. Do you have any knowledge about Wellington's army? I don't. I don't have any knowledge about it. Hey Green, how's Board Boy been? Because I've heard he's been leaving servers and stuff. Yeah, I think Board Boy's he's okay in general. He's just kind of fed up of all the like nonsense going on and all the beef going on in the different servers and stuff. So he's kind of he's leaving for now. If he'll join back, I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with the Discord servers at least. But he's still active on YouTube. So I think he's okay. I think I have more than enough patience. I'll be fine. Just have to follow the internet trends so I understand all the brain what they speak. Oh no, I forgot about that. You're gonna have to deal with all the brain rot. That's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be quite annoying. It's 10 p.m. I try to get some sleep. Good night, guys. Yeah, good night, man. I hope you get to sleep and your sleep pattern schedule gets a bit better. Pico would literally be a translator for the other teacher. Yeah, I guess so. When the drums started, he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. No, I didn't want to get too involved with the drama, but you know, I've heard things from different members in the community about some of the toxicity. Some of it not crazy toxicity, but you know, just talking behind people's backs and things like that. So, you know, I had to make a decision based on what I've been told and what I've been shown via screenshots. And it's not necessarily anything personal. However, there is rules in the servers and they have to be followed. So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I'll be back if I can't. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I still don't forget what happened last school year. My classmate literally ignored our history teacher because our teacher was always complaining. I'm guessing that's about the brain rot. Yeah. If you know Plastic Grinder from AmTube Show, did you have any character you did not like? I have seen Plastic Grinder, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. My memory for remembering things that happened in specific videos is very bad. I think I've watched Plastic Grinder a couple of times now, and I still can't remember most of the stuff that happens in it. So, yeah, there's no character that I don't like specifically. I'm pretty sure I actually play a character in Plastic Grinder. But, yeah, there's no character I specifically dislike. Zyphos, what's up, man? Welcome back. Cameraman, what's up? Cancelled stop motion. I just changed my username. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Plastic Grinder is a good series. It is good. I do need to get to work on my Plastic Assault Part 7. You know, the script is done. I've been mentioning it for at least a year now, or over a year. I was going to do it last year, but there's so many different issues that would pop up because I was using a blue screen and an indoor set, and it would have been very difficult to film that video indoors. But now I have a backyard, so I can film stuff outside. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? But yeah, that's Plastic Assault Part 7. Use the edit icon to pin, add, or delete clips. Welcome to any text you copy, save it. What is this? Just copy and pasted from somewhere. Do you use CapCut to edit? I don't use CapCut, but I've heard that it's quite a decent application to use. I use InShot on my phone for the audio, and then I use Adobe After Effects for the visuals. So no CapCut for me. CapCut's good considering it's free. Yeah, it's probably a very good alternative for paid products. If you don't want to pay, you can just go there and get the free stuff. But like I said, I don't have much experience with it. I think I did download it at one point, but I never used it. Also, what do you guys think about the new profile picture? You can't see it here on the stream, but it is on my YouTube channel. I'll probably keep this one for the stream, just so we can be reminded of the old profile picture. But I thought it was time that I change my picture, because I haven't changed it since I started doing the Army Men content, which was over 5 years ago now. So I made a mix between a Halo figure and an Army Men figure. I also did the same thing for AMI's channel. But yeah, the reason I did this is because I've kind of crossed over into a Halo / Army Man stop motion channel now. So yeah, I wanted a profile picture that kind of correlates with that. I have been thinking about a name change, but I don't know about that, because I do like Green Soldier Productions. It sounds very basic, but it's also a nice name, so I don't know. Looks cool, loved it, nice. Thank you guys, thank you. Last one I forgot, but there was like a tribal Red Army Man in your series, yes? What happened to them? Oh yeah, in Plastic Warzone Part 1 or Part 2. Nothing's really happened to them in terms of the lore. They're kind of just where they were originally, but I haven't seen a need to bring them back for the story yet. So yeah, I kind of just left it where it is. The old name still works for both, yeah. Which character do you hate in Plastic Apocalypse? For me, it was Major Hyde, Corporal Gordon. Yeah, again, guys, when it comes to videos, my memory is so bad. I mean, even some of my videos, I can't even remember half the stuff that happens in them. So, yeah. Plastic Apocalypse, I don't really have a character that I hate. I think they're all very well made. But yeah, Major Hyde, he was a bit of an asshole. So, yeah. Not a good guy to work for, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd need to rewatch through Plastic Apocalypse, because my memory isn't very great. But maybe I'll do that at some point. Hate all of them. Long live Greyland. We're literally irrelevant. Yeah. Kind of surprised the Grey Army never showed up in Plastic Apocalypse at any point. It was always just tan versus green. Who's your favorite video game character aside from Master Chief? I don't know. There's a lot of good video characters out there. Video game characters. You do obviously have the Noble Team characters from Halo Reach. They're all good. I don't know. I do like the what would you call him? The Doomslayer from Doom. I haven't really played a whole lot of the Doom games, but he seems like a cool character. Major Hyde was on Hinge from the day he was promoted, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Blue Army as well. But yeah, it's kind of like the reason for me was I don't have a Blue Army really. I've got like 40 Blue Army men, so I can't really make a video with them. There's not enough variety there. So I doubt the blues will show up in my videos in any, or to a large extent. Maybe they'll have a small moment, but I don't know. The greys though, my grey army is quite large now, so they'll probably show up in a future video at some point. No, Plastic Assault, not Apocalypse. My version, Plastic Assault, is a counter-attack from the Tans, and it starts off where Plastic Assault Part 6 ends. But the next episode will probably be where the Tans attack that central island again, and maybe it'll be a joint attack between the Greys and the Tans. I have been thinking about that, so maybe the Greys will show up, but I'm not entirely sure. But for me, they're all good. But I don't understand the hate, because he wasn't in the right mind during that time. He had PTSD from all the fighting, so you can't really blame him for acting so fucked up and unreasonable. Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I can't really remember much about Gordon. Yeah, I mean, I don't really hate him that much because I think he just developed PTSD since he was deployed. Yeah, a lot of those guys probably have PTSD. The amount of war crimes and stuff that go on in the Army Men universe is insane. Is it weird to assume that Blues wear French uniforms? No, I don't think that's weird to assume. I'm not a historian, but I think the French, they're known for having blue uniforms anyway, at least historically speaking. So that's it's not weird at all, I don't think. It's natural considering it's probably the most well an army to have blue uniforms. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Hey, by the way, if you're planning to make a film about the Greys, can I please be a voice actor for them? Yeah, I mean, if I ever need voice actors, I will ping it in the Discord server. So if that ever does come up, then yeah, you guys will see it in the server. I don't want to make any promises to anyone for voice acting roles right now because I can't guarantee. But if I do need help, then I will put it in Discord server. Yeah, from modern history, Napoleonic Wars, Franco-Prussian War. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just fell the desk. Cool. What about propaganda posters? Yeah, what about them? I do need to get a new printer though, now that I think about it, because I need to print out a bunch of decorations and stuff for the indoor scenes that will happen in Plastic Assault Part 7. The issue I have right now is my other printer is a HP printer, and HP sucks because you have to pay for a monthly subscription to print on their printers, so it's an absolute scam. I need to buy a new printer. It's ridiculous. Monthly subscription to print stuff. Very stupid. In fact, in Plastic Apocalypse, the Red Army Men doesn't exist. Yeah. I think most Army Men universes just use the well-known, what do you call it? Well-known Army Men factions, which is just the tans, the blues, the greens, and the greys. Those are the main 4 factions, I think. And even the reds in my universe, they're just a bunch of independent factions, like pirates and mercenaries and terrorists and stuff. At least in the Plastic Assault universe. In the Plastic War Zone, you of course have the advanced Red Army Men, and then you have the very primitive Red Army Men. Because I hate how everything nowadays is going into a subscription service model. Yeah, it is very annoying. It did kind of annoy me when I went to print something on my HP printer and it says you need to get the subscription. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolute scam. So I need to buy a printer that isn't HP and actually lets me print. Because the thing is, you already need to pay for the HP, the printing ink. And you need to buy paper. You need to buy loads of other stuff, and yeah, so the money already stacks up, and it's not like the ink is cheap either. So the Reds are just a bunch of insurgents, terrorists, mercenaries, and yeah, pretty much, yeah, just a bunch of random independent factions, anything you can think of. Like you mentioned, the mercenaries, the insurgents, the terrorists, rebels, pirates, whatever, any sort of thing like that. For me, they're just irrelevant and neutral. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Captain McCurb and Captain Windsor was the same. Because it's a similar voice actor, similar colours. thought Captain McCobb betrayed the Queens. Yeah, Captain McCobb does kind of look. He does look kind of tan, from what I remember. So I'm not surprised. I think Michael Ackerman mentioned. I was in a voice call with him with AMI like a while ago now. Would have been over a year ago. I don't remember him mentioning that they left the army men outside for so long that they kind of just the color just got bleached from the army men. So some of them ended up looking grey and like tan looking. So that's why a lot of them do look weird in that. I heard BMW thinking of doing for the aircon in their cars until the backlash. A monthly subscription for aircon in a car. Well, I'm glad there was backlash because that's ridiculous. My dad has a BMW, so he probably wouldn't be very happy about that. Good. You know, man, is just how would you say that? The Yang dynasty, the Qing dynasty, soldiers for me. Dynasty, yeah. I can see how people use the Red Army as any sort of, well, mainly Chinese factions, because they are the Red Army after all. It would be funny to add stereotypes in your army videos, like a green calling a tan something, and then the tan being offended, and the green friend calling him a racist. Yeah. Maybe at some point. I don't know if I want to add snowflake behavior into the army men. Seriously. The Qing dynasty, yeah, okay. Is it dynasty or dynasty? I don't know, because I hear people saying both of those, or both those ways. Maybe it's just like an accent thing, I don't know. Let me search it up. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so it's pronounced different ways depending on where you're from, apparently. Dynasty and dynasty is okay, apparently, so I don't know, maybe I'll just change between them. Grey Corporal, can you make a tutorial for how to make smooth stop motion? Because your stop motion is smooth as hell. Yeah, it'd be cool if some other guys made some tutorials. It's good to hear how others make their stop motions. Kev Studio, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. We're just doing one of our regular streams, although I won't lie, I haven't streamed for about 20 days, so it's not so regular at the moment, but yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. Alright. You know, whilst we're on here, I'm going to take a look on YouTube, see what people are uploading. If anyone does want any stop motion tutorials, I have made a video myself, and that video is still relevant today. Not much has changed in the ways I make my armament stop motions. So yeah, for the armament stop motions specifically, that still is relevant. Oh, look at that. The Grey Corporal armament test compilation. Let's give it a watch. Yeah, that is very smooth. Yeah, very smooth animation. And that video actually represents a good example of using practical effects. If you guys can't use visual effects, then practical ones are the next option. It's basically like, don't make things too slow, I guess, and also make more movements, like them shaking when standing. Yeah, one thing I do say to people when they're making army men stop motions is, imagine you're an army man and you have to measure each distance in army men feet, kind of like humans measure distance in feet. Do that, but on an army man scale, and that's how far you want to move the soldier each frame, each distance. And then you can typically get a smooth animation out of that, and now you can decrease the amount of distance you move it. But an army man foot is the rough distance you want to use to keep things kind of smooth. Now you can increase and decrease based on, well, depending on the speed and the frame rate, but that's a good general measurement to use. Alan He is my inspiration, by the way. Nice. Yeah, Alan He makes some good stuff. Don't know why when I make stop motions, it's always going to be scrapped or unfinished. Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to commit to a stop motion, or at least completing it, because it can be very time consuming and draining for the most part. Now, the only way to get around that is to just push through it. Yeah, that's the thing with me is, once I start stop motion, I can't finish the stop motion until it's actually finished. So if I start a stop motion, I won't be taking long breaks in between. I'll get that stop motion fully completed. Yeah, I hate delaying stop motions once they're already being made, because it just sits in the back of my head. So I need to get it done in one go, basically. Now, I do obviously take breaks in between, so I'll go and I'll film for an hour or two, and then I'll take a break for an hour or two, or less, or more, and then I'll go and film. But yeah, if you guys are filming stop motions, don't forget to take breaks, because you don't want to drain yourself. Just film for about an hour, go take a break for an hour, go film again for an hour, and then yeah, that's my way of filming stop motions. I would also like to stream myself filming stop motions, but I don't really know how I would do that. I've only got one phone, so I don't know. Maybe get something. Oh, one sec. Sorry guys, my dad came in. Just saying hello. All right. I might have to go in a minute though, in case he needs me to do something, but we'll see. All right, let me go ask him quick. One sec, guys. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. How'd you guys make your army men fall? Yeah, you just put something under it to hold it up. Now it can be easier depending on what you're using for the terrain. with dirt, you can kind of just balance it in the dirt. If you're doing it on a hard surface, like a table or the floor, you can use blue tack. That's one other way. You can also just place a very thin, like small stick behind the toy soldier as it falls over. And you can try and hide it behind the toy army man as it falls. That can also work. I use dirt, so I'll just stick it in the dirt so it wouldn't fall. Yeah. Seven FPS is my favorite FPS. Yeah, that's a good beginning FPS, but my recommendation for the minimum is 10. You tend to get the smoother results out of that. Now you can go above that if you want to, but 10 FPS is easier to measure and it's at least not as choppy. Yeah, for the long term, it's probably not the best option. 9 to 14 FPS recommended. Yep, that's some good numbers. 24 recommended. Well, for the pros, yeah. I mean, you don't even need 24 FPS. You can get away with using 10 FPS. I mean, all of my videos are 10 FPS, and they look pretty smooth for the most part. So you don't need crazy high FPS. If you're animating Lego or Halo stuff, then you do need a higher FPS. I use 14 or 15 FPS for my Halo stuff. "70 FPS my whole life. No one has noticed." Be a champ and do 30. And no one is doing 30 FPS for Toy Army Man. That would take forever. It would take forever. Sure, why not? Yeah, well, if you want to do 30 FPS, then go for it, but I do not recommend it. I've uploaded something. Nice. It's good to hear. I saw someone do 60 FPS for Army Men and it was 20 minutes long. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but if that is insane. Alright guys, we're closing in on the 50-minute mark. I'm going to end the stream in a minute, so if you guys have any questions, then please let me know. I will try and do some more of these streams, but no guarantees, guys. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah. No advice in Bad and Green said. Didn't say, yeah, sure, if you want. Yeah. Yeah, 30 FPS is not fun to film at. I don't even think the big filming studios use 30 FPS, at least for stop motion. I think they use 24. I'm not sure though. Let's have a look. I think some of them do use it, but not sure. I put in what FPS do stop motion studios use, and it just came up with Stop Motion Studios, the app. So it did not give me what I wanted. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, the results are mixed. It's anywhere from like 15 to 24 FPS. So again, mixed results. Any plans for the next project? honestly, I don't know what the next project will be. I haven't scripted anything. The next major project will probably be Plastic Assault Part 7. But other than that, there's nothing I'm really working on at the moment. Maybe I'll get a random armament stop motion done before then, but we'll see what happens. Question, can you give me some of your true heroes? Nope. They're mine. They are mine. Nah. Alright, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I do appreciate all of you for coming by and saying hello. And yeah, I guess we'll see when the next stream is. But until then, I'll see you lot on the next one. And yeah, take care.